Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to start my video by saying thank you. I have seen an insane growth in my channel. A lot of you guys are giving like to my videos. A lot of you guys have subscribed to the channel and you just don't know how much it means to me. I feel like my channel is progressing. I feel like you guys are liking the content that I'm making. I know for sure I'm not perfect and that my videos can be way better, and I'm doing my best to improve every time. So I just wanted to say that before starting with this. But let's go ahead and continue now. So guys, today I'm going to be making a video regarding Anastasia. And I know for sure that this is not a character that you guys may be expecting me to be talking about. Anastasia is a character of the fire element. She has currently two costumes: the Gentle Maid, which is the basic costume for her, just this one, and she have the other one that is the Fire Graffiti costume, which is the one that I was showing before. This one, definitely the best one. But when it comes to the attacks, tiles, cooldowns, SP calls, and all of that, that's what I'm going to be talking about right now. And I'm also going to be putting on the screen the information about the full amount of damage that you can get with this character in both of the costumes once you get them at +5. But let's start with talking about this ability that is called Cluster Bombardment. And Cluster Bombardment uses 5 SP, which is very expensive, like very expensive. And it has a cooldown of 5 turns, so you would need at least 3 cycles, right? Which means your turn and the enemy turn 3 times before you're able to use it again. And the good thing about this costume is that it actually gives you an increase of 100% crit damage for 1 turn, which means it's just for the attack that you're making immediately, right? It attacks 3 times, which also takes advantage of the chain attack. And it deals damage based on 65% of the attack. If you look at the chart that is right there, you should be able to see that once you have this at +5, you're able to get 200% crit damage increase. It is only 4 SP cost, and it goes up to 130% physical damage, which is massive. This costume is just a basic costume, so you should be able to get her just by getting an off-banner character, or you can recruit her at the pub. She doesn't appear in a specific stage when you clear it. She's just random, so you will need to wait until you get her. I am actually still not getting her from the pub, missing 1 scroll so that I'm able to get her to +1. And I could have buy it and made the video like that, but I just didn't want to do it because I wanted to show you guys the way this character works at +0, no increases, to just demonstrate if this character is worth, right? Is a fire element character. The tiles is a little bit hard to take full advantage of the tiles. Most of the times you're just going to be attacking 1 enemy, at least 4 enemies would be the maximum. I mean, unless you're using a character like what is Reginet? What is Reginet? But yeah, unless you're using Reginet that allows you to like snipe a specific enemy, then you should be able to attack that enemy, and then you may be able to take advantage of the full tiles for this skill. But it is the same as Eleanor, right? It's the same setup for Eleanor and the same speed cost and everything. So Eleanor works fairly well with that, so I guess it should be fine, right? Most of the times you should be attacking at least 2 enemies, which is good. And then now you have this other costume, which is Fire Graffiti, and the ability is called Burst. And this is great because this ability can go down to 3 SP with a cooldown time of 5 turns as well, which means again 3 cycles of your turn plus enemy turn 3 times, so you're able to use it again. It also increases your crit damage by 100%, and as you can see here, the table is missing a few details, but it goes all the way up until dealing 100% of your attack 5 times, which is really, really good. She only attacks 2 targets though, but I'm pretty sure that if you have this character well invested, you should be able to pretty much kill any enemy in the game with her. When it comes to stats, Anastasia is a character that doesn't have like anything special when it comes to crit rate and crit damage. She's just the basic 10% crit rate base and 50% crit damage base. So there is nothing in particular special here. She goes all the way up until 374 attack, and her HP is a little bit low, going to 1,848. Not that good, but it's decent. I mean, her attack is pretty high, so you should be able to get a pretty decent amount of attack on her. My Anastasia is level 100, and yeah, you can see here, Anastasia is level 100. And this is the current build that I'm using on her. I'm actually borrow a few pieces of my Justia to be able to optimize this character at the best and show it to you guys. And as you can see here, I have 1,265 attack, 48.62% crit rate, which is low. I think that you should definitely have more than this, at least 60%. 70% would be the sweet spot. But yeah, and I have 310% crit damage. I have this weapon, right? And her weapon gives you 90% crit damage. And it also has the option to have crit damage as well here, right? And yeah, I have not been optimizing this. I really don't have the resources to do this. If I do this, then I may not be able to create other videos. So I'm refraining from doing this. I think this is decent. At least there is one roll on crit damage, so that's good. And I have this one, and I also have this one. I'm actually sacrificing a little bit of gold to be able to show you guys the difference between having attack percent here or crit damage, right? And this one is basic, is also 2 rolls on attack here, so it's pretty decent. And both of them are kind of equal when it comes to the refinements. So I will be able to show you guys what would be better, right? When it comes to this one, I lost a lot of crit damage, like massive amounts of crit damage, right? I have a little bit more of attack, well, 1,661, but I only have 168% crit damage. So we're going to be showing, testing the crit damage version first, and then we're going to be showing what the crit damage option, the attack percent option does. So guys, I think this is good enough for when it comes to explanations about the character and all of that. I think that I have extended like too much. So let's go ahead and demonstrate now how good is this character. And I'm going to be doing this by showing you first some damage testing in Beowulf, and then after that I'm going to be leaving you guys with just a random demonstration of different application of her in different scenarios, and especially in PvP. I have come to a conclusion, guys, that sadly the only content that we actually interact with every day is PvP. So building a character for anything else that is not PvP, unless you are starting the game, is just worthless. So if at any point you're thinking like you want to build your characters, you want to invest in your characters, just think that you need to take in consideration PvP, because that's the only content where you're going to be able to use them. So guys, see you in a moment for okay guys, so welcome back. I'm sorry that it took me some time to explain everything regarding the character before, but I wanted to be very, very clear about it. So now let me explain here, guys. I'm going to be showing you the damage that you're able to do with the base costume, and also with the fire graffiti costume, which is the other one that you can get in an off banner, right? The main focus will be this one, right? The main costume, because this is the one that is accessible to everyone. And I still won't going to be showing you the other one because, you know, it's nice to see. So I'm going to be showing Beowulf, and keep in consideration these guys. Beowulf is of the wind element, and Beowulf, let me see, he doesn't have any defense nor magic resistance, but he's weak to fire damage. So if you are attacking this character with enemy with fire damage, then you're going to be doing 25% more damage. So it is important that you understand that, right? That the damage that I'm going to be doing here doesn't mean that this is the damage that you're going to be doing on every scenario. But you're going to be able to see more about this character when I show it to you guys in PvP. And yeah. So let's go ahead and show you guys this. So as you can see, I'm using double buff, and well, actually triple buff, because I'm going for double buff of crit rate and double buff of attack. And this is not by any means what you should normally be using, right? After I'm showing you guys the attack, I'm going to be showing you some combinations for themes that you will be able to use for this character. So let's go ahead and see what would be the attack for this character at this particular level. So let me just put in some music. Alright, so out of the 70,000k HP that this Beowulf has, I was able to bring it down all the way to 29k, which is pretty decent. I mean, I was dealing like 13k damage on my first attack, and then I was dealing 15,000, and then 16,000 was the last one, right? So it's 3 attacks, pretty nice damage. I'm going to be showing you now the other costume to see how it differentiates. Just keep in mind that this one has lower attack, but it has more hits. This is 5 hits instead of only 3. So let's go ahead and see how it works. Okay, so it definitely deals more damage. I was able to get it down to 16k, sorry, 17k damage HP from 70k. So, and the other one bring it down to 29k, right? So it's pretty decent. The damage is really good. So when it comes to PvP, and taking in consideration that people is using how is his name? Lecklist, right? Lecklist is a 1 element character. So normally with Anastasia, you should be able to one-shot any Lecklist that is in the enemy team without any problems. Just keep in consideration, guys, this is the damage with the crit damage weapon. Remember again, I bring it down to 29k with the first costume, and 17k with the fire graffiti costume. So I'm going to be showing you guys now what is the difference if I use attack for same weapon instead of crit damage weapon. Okay guys, here we are again. This is going to be the stats. This is going to be 1661 per attack, and I went down from 310% crit damage to 168%. Keep in mind that any of these costumes will be increasing my crit damage by 100%. So like with the other build, I essentially had 410% crit damage, while with this one I'm only having 268%. So let's go ahead and see what is better, if I am going to be able to deal more damage with this one or with the other one. This basic costume first. Alright, so it definitely is lacking damage. I was not able to deal as much damage that I was able to do with the other costume. Keep in consideration that the boss still have 31k HP, but it's really close, because if you remember, I was able to bring it down to 29k having 310% crit damage. So I am pretty sure that if you optimize this build to have a little bit more of crit damage in the substats, like to be able to get to around 200% crit damage with the substats, maybe 250%, going for attack would definitely be better. I always thought that for this particular character, going for attack is way better, especially because if you get her to +1, you no longer get only 100% crit damage, you get 200% crit damage. So I guess the crit damage is there. You only need to go for as much attack as you can so that you can take full advantage of it. Anyways, I'm going to be showing you guys what is going to be the damage with the fire graffiti costume as well. So let's go ahead and see that. And again, only 1k HP different, right? No, sorry, it's more because it's 3k difference. Like before I was able to bring it down to 17k, and now I brought it down to 21k. So again, it's very, very close, taking in consideration that there is a difference of basically 140% crit damage, which is a large difference, right? And it's only 300% more attack. So you can see here, right, that going for full crit damage is not always the best option. Like for me, this is my opinion. I know there may be some calculation people that is way better at math than me, but for me, something that I try to do with all of my characters, if I want to like really fully optimize them, is that I try to go for 60 to 70% crit rate, at least 200% crit damage minimum, and 1.5k attack. That is like for me like the standard for like good optimization for a character. I only actually have one character that I have been able to optimize that well, and it's my alien here. But I think that that's definitely what we should be going for. Obviously, if you can get way more than 200% crit damage while keeping 60 to 70% crit rate and 1.5k attack, then perfect. Nothing wrong about that, nothing bad about that. Just make sure that you're able to get those stats. So guys, that would be all. Just quick funny thing to show here, and it is for her ability, right? You know, all characters have like these abilities, and for her ability is a dash, and it's pretty funny because she has skates, so you can see her skating all over the map, and it looks pretty funny. So yeah guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this. I'm going to be leaving you now with a demonstration of the character in PvP and some other scenarios. If you're liking the content, if you're liking my videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving me a like. And let me know, are you using Anastasia? Have you had any success with her? What is your perfect build for her? I would really like to see that in the comments. Thank you so much guys for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.